There are people who do sports for the love of sport. Then there are people who do it for fame and money. For example, this WNBA star, literally you can see that she is doing this for fame and money, and she doesn't care for the love of sport, and she doesn't care about the sport that she's doing.
The women coming in, not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Oh, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I mean, that's kind of normal, like inflation probably, and like people keep earning more and more and more money. Like if you compare someone who was 10 years ago in sport and who is today, like they earn way more.
I need to get in the.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out.
That's a possibility, for real.
Yeah. The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
No, not again! Angel Reese, part 30, let's get! Open three ball, Angel, make him pay! Make him pay! Bang! Angel, let me see that one shot where you turn around and shoot with your eyes closed and get it blocked. Yeah, that one, right there! Bang! Y'all ready for some bag work? This is the type of thing you saw in the 2K animation. Angel Reese, step back, long two, bang! How about that runner off the glass with the right hand that doesn't have a...
Don't tell me this is professional women basketball. Like, I don't even watch basketball. I watch football, but not American football, soccer. I watch soccer for Americans out there, but this is insane. Like, I can already see how clumsy she is with the ball, and she's missing everything.
Hey, touch or finesse. Yeah, that one right there. Bang!
I can do that
you said
too.
You want an encore? Run it back one more time. Bang! It's not cool to slander Angel Reese, man. Gravity works overtime on her. She would trip over a blade of grass with that negative vertical. Time for my favorite shot in basketball. You already know what it is. She's unconscious. Long two. Bang! Bang! I'll give credit where credit is due. This is one of Angel's more efficient games where she shot 4 of 12 from the field. She just had this one silly turnover right there. And don't forget, she is a rebounding machine. Bang!
Cutting the lead down to 7. Whoa, keeper, come on now. Hey, easy.
Foul on keeper Alas.
That was physical, brother. This is sport.
Keeper, all the way.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, honey. What's your name?
My name is actually Honey.
Is it?
Yeah. What are you getting dressed for?
Nothing. Just sit here and talk to my TikTok boyfriends.
How many boyfriends do you have?
None. Do you want to be the first one?
I'm taken personally. Can you look up?
No, I can't. Yes, I'm a trans woman. No, I don't have an Adam's apple. And tell your chat to be a little less ignorant. It's 2024. It's time to spread a little bit more love and a little less hate. You're not going to have much success.
She has no idea she's talking to Sneeko. Like, if you know Sneeko, I mean, he has no idea. Like, if you're talking to Sneeko, like, you know what's coming.
Here, babe, if you're just like...
Love speech. We love people. Everybody.
Honey, I have almost 1 million followers. Go buy some and I'll talk to you later.
He said nothing wrong. He could have, all right? He said nothing wrong. He just wanted to know if she's trans or not. And let's be honest, you didn't even need an Adam's apple to know that is a trans man.
Pronouns are they, them, or at least that's what I share with people most often. But for this particular meeting, I will come out fully as saying that my pronouns are she, they, him.
We're truly living in the age of the absurd. What can one say?
Let's go kindergarten level on this. Are there only 2 genders? Yes or no?
No.
How many genders are there?
Depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
So it's a social construct. I only believe in... It's not even what
so it's a social
believe
construct?
in.
Gender is a social construct, correct? It
Yeah.
is something that has been socially constructed by us.
Yeah.
And gender would be whether you are a man, at least in typical Western society, it would be whether you're a man or a woman. So man and women, as gender categories, would be social constructs, things that were socially constructed through human society.
But not male and female.
Not
But
talking about male and female.
Man
so
and woman.
Gender,
Sure, yeah.
man and women are social constructions. Why can trans men and women, so trans men and trans women, not fit into categories that have been socially constructed?
In those Yeah, those are real cases, yeah.
So then we both agree that trans men and trans women would be men and women and fit into the social constructions we've created about men and women, even when we are not talking here about male and we're not talking about female. We're strictly talking about man and women, two socially constructed categories.
Okay. Yeah, I totally see where you're coming from. But where I think it matters most is not necessarily how we define it, because people might define these social constructs differently. And I'm having this conversation with you, but someone else will hop on and say, no, there's only two genders, and they're even stricter, they're less.
And I'll walk them down the same pathway that we walked to come to the agreement that trans men and women are men and women. Now we can move on if you want to talk about the next part of it. But we have agreed that per our social understanding, trans men and women are in fact men and women.
That's fine, yeah, if they identify as men or women. I agree with that fully.
Great.
Like, at the end of the day, then you're either a man or either a woman. It's a social construct, as you say. Then where are we going with this? You know, then why do you have to validate yourself with anything beyond that?
It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Illegal. The word illegal. It means it's not legal, which means it is a crime. It's criminal. I really don't understand. It's so simple. Yet you complicate it.
Frustrated because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations.
Wait, I need to read. Does anyone else have the urge to start a family and then become a raging alcoholic, constantly coming home just to beat their wife and kids? Huh? No.
Told the lady at Shake Shack that I was a model. It was natural. And not only did she say, really? I was like, yeah. She then went, oh, I guess they're really inclusive now.
See the joy of killing them. I run a farm where I kill cows and shit.
You revel in the joy of killing?
Yeah.
Taking the life?
Yeah, I love it.
So you're a murderer?
I love murdering.
Are you for animal abuse?
Yeah, all the way.
Are you listening to yourself?
No. I know what you're saying. I'm only joking with you. I am vegan.
You're vegan? What did you eat for breakfast?
I had cereal.
With?
Granola with berries and oat milk.
Milk, that's amazing.
Well, I gotta go.
But why are you joking with me? We're standing on the same fight. We have to fight the good fight.
I know. Well, I've gotta go because my friends are just calling me, so I'll see you later.
Fight for the animals.
I will do.
I'm very confused by you. What?
Bro, that kid is so good. He is the future Logan Paul YouTuber. He will scam people easily. Did you see that? Like, he's not even like, I would laughing. I'm like, I'm just joking. Like, you know, like, I can't do it. I can't even pull that face.
How is it considered ethical for people to own so many houses? I'm just wondering how, as a Christian, this isn't seen as greed.
That's like super base. I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. Especially now where there's like a housing crisis, you know, especially where the jobs are, you know, that's what.
Nah, my opinion, if you earn a lot of money, you can do whatever you want with your money. It's your money. You earned it, you know, like it's not their fault. They're rich. Okay. Don't make it bad for them.
We could there's plenty of room for houses, but there's no real jobs around them. So, yeah, I think that's great. And then you got people who rent them out for like way too much money. I totally agree with this. We got to figure something out.
Don't you know that buying up all these homes is what's causing the housing shortage?
Definitely a problem. Definitely part of it.
Let's just start with not the spiritual part, but your economic understanding. That's not what's causing the housing shortage.
Yeah.
It's definitely a factor. Rich people buying up houses and then selling them at enormously high prices that are barely...
No, come on. Like, no, I don't think that is the problem. It's the lands that are on. They keep getting higher because of the infrastructure, because of job opportunities, because of places who people want to live, preferability and stuff like that. Yeah, but I think that's the major reason.
They fix up well so that they break down in the 5 years so that families have to dump their money into that. Yeah, that's 1,000% part of the problem. What are you talking about?
Investors buying up houses is not causing the housing.
Yes, it is.
Shortage.
What are you talking? It is definitely a factor. What? It absolutely is part of it. That's reducing the supply. What are you talking about? And the increased price. It reduces the supply of the houses, but mostly the increased price of the houses.
Okay. period. So you're just wrong. Now,
and that is it. Can we stay on that for just a second? Because that is a thing going around, that these massive hedge funds or Blackstone, like all these, they're coming in and buying up.
But they don't have a soul.
That's
what, Dave? You're the same fucking thing. Wait, what are you talking about? Wait a minute. So this guy just said that, like, what? This literal fucking weasel just said that the part of the housing crisis isn't because there's a bunch of rich people buying up houses. Then she's like, yeah, people have this idea that, like, all these corporations are doing that. And he's like, well, they are. Well, they're bad. Dude, you are they.
So we are not talking about individuals buying houses. We're actually corporates and, like, companies out there with rich people owning those companies who buy those, invest into them, and then make them into a higher price and then resell them. Well, if we're looking at it from that perspective, then I do understand what you're saying.
What are you talking about? You're as fucking they as that confused kid in high school that I knew that went by, Jesse because it was gender neutral. What are you talking about?
Guys, this is bad. They are onto us.
When you find out that's, oh my God, that was so loud. When you find out that society is built around a man's hormone cycle 24 hours while women have a 28, 31 day hormone cycle.
Because nobody admits anything they've done.
All right.
Huh?
Time to come clean. Real talk here. Yeah, that's right. Some time ago, a bunch of men got together and we did it. We completely altered the Earth's rotation in relation to the sun in order to accommodate the male hormone cycle at the detriment of the female hormone cycle. It was indeed all a plot by the patriarchy. But to be fair, if we really do possess that kind of power, shouldn't we be the ones in charge?
I just can't believe that a woman found that offensive and complained. Like, I feel like they just like to complain. They just try to find stuff to complain about and make content out of it. I hope that was a joke. I can't believe that's a thing.
Like this before, except it was a male figure. Take note that this is not a real person, but it does a really good job of depicting how weight is distributed depending on how much muscle mass you have. I'm going to do something similar that I did last time. I'm going to pause this at 70 kilograms right here. Remember what that looks like.
Yeah, and then 70 with muscles is
and as she keeps losing weight, you'll realize that she gets pretty skinny. But then when she reaches about 50 kilograms, she starts to regain weight. But this time, it's muscle. Now I want you to notice what 70 kilograms looks like, but mainly muscle. There are two takeaways here. First is that the number on the scale is not the only metric you want to use for progress. And the second one is that women don't look less feminine just because they gain muscle.
But also, like, when you have more muscles, like, you can intake more calories because your muscles need those, so you can eat even more. So it is good both ways, because if you like to eat and you are gaining weight, then just work out, turn those fat into muscle, and then you can still eat more. Although, like, the process might take a bit longer. It is easier first to go on a diet or whatever and lose weight and then start building muscles. But that is also hard. So maybe do both. See what works for you. But work out either way. It's really good for you. No, this is scary.
Wait. I wish my sister wasn't gay anymore. What? My sister wasn't gay anymore.
She meant happy. She meant happy.
Pronouns.
My pronouns?
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was your mine.
Don't follow
Not
me.
into it? You don't gotta wear such a hot shirt and a hat like that if you don't want to talk to me. I don't either.
Is she following her?
Yeah.
What happens, do you think, if you follow women's advice to your tribe?
Everything will fail.
Everything will fail.
Since women thinking by feelings, you know?
That is so simple. It is such a simple explanation. It is so true. Women really are emotional human beings. Their feelings, their hormones play a big detrimental part in how they feel a certain way in a certain day in a certain hour. Like, our hormones are so imbalanced all the time. It's in our biology. There is nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. And then we can rage so bad and be the devil reincarnated, bro. Like, we can be literally devil 1 second, and then the next one we can be angels again. And sometimes we cannot control those, and we probably regret a couple of things we say, but it is hard to control it. So I completely understand that nobody wants to put a whole country into your hand as a leader. You know, like it's we cannot know what day you are having your period or PMS before your period, which is worse.
You can't use your firearm unless you're fighting for your life in your house. Politics aside, you blue states, your laws be so weird. Basically, in this new bill in California, they're stating that when someone breaks into your crib, you cannot whip out that fire on them. You have to try to escape your house first and escape them. And if you're unsuccessful, then you may defend yourself.
Wait. How does that even make sense? If you're unsuccessful, you are dead. Okay? Make it make sense. And what? Are you gonna leave the thief inside your house and leave all your property to them and just leave? Open the door for them? Help them out? Too? With your stuff? Like, I don't get it. This makes no sense.
So if you got a family in the house, you have to find a way to notify your family there's dudes in the crib, get them out safely, and then when all else fails, they probably done got one of your families to meet the Lord and Savior, is when you finally get to use it. Only thing worse than this is New York. In New York, I think you can't even use self-defense as an excuse. Yeah, that rapper K-Flock did self-defense. Dudes ran up on him with pipe, and he's facing jail time for that. There's no self-defense. I can't lie, I proudly say I'm so happy I live in Florida, bro. Because you wild if you believe I'm just allowing somebody to break in my home and put me and my family life in danger, and then I gotta play cat and mouse with him around the crib before I can defend myself.
Like, literally, I would understand if he is attacking you on the street with a almost harmless weapon and then you pull a gun on them and you kill them. Like, I understand that. Even if it is in self-defense, you don't have to literally kill the person. You can, like, beat him or whatever. But he's going into your property. He's going into your place, into your safe place. You're allowed to do whatever you want if someone literally does that.
Much hope core as you possibly can. Fill your mind with ideas that uplift you. Fill your life with people that uplift you. There is no time to be a fucking pessimist. That is for losers. There's so much to do. There is so much to look forward to. There's so much to be happy about. I don't care what your situation looks like right now. I cannot stand when I see people gloomy and doomy all fucking day, watching the most horrendous shit, fucking filling their brains with stuff that is just garbage stuff, and wonder why their lives fucking suck. It's because you're putting fucking trash in your brain. Fill your brain with stuff that you want to see and feel in real life. Of course, your life is not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. Shit's going to happen, shit's going to get real, but you have to understand that the lens that you view your life through, the lens that you view the world through, is the most important thing ever. And if it's a shady black, shitty fucking color, that's what it's going to be. Hone it in. Be a fucking irrational optimist. Don't be a fucking doomer loser.
It is true, like when it comes to the news and stuff, like we mostly hear the negative things and we are mostly curious about hearing the negative things and maybe the mistakes and the troublemakers and the trouble that's going around, because that kind of gives us the experience and teaches a lesson that we don't have to go through it ourselves, you know. It is also like really good to do that. It's really good to keep up with all of these things, but filling yourself every single day with negativity is really harmful and it is not good. Fill yourself with positivity, be positive, have a positive outcome, and at the end of the day, honestly, no matter what type of content, like, don't just consume, like, try to do better, try to do stuff, be in action, be on the move, because that is really helpful. And work out. Let's work out, okay? Let's do that. That's very helpful for your mind and your body.